been given to me. I heard there's some new stuff in the shop. So we'll go to the shop. There is new stuff. I don't have I barely have any of these characters. I have like 2 of these. Oh, it's for Lisa. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I wanted to convert some of these. We got 2. We got 2, boys. And we're on a new banner. Oh jeez. Man. This most recent story line has just oof. It's a long one. And I'm like, what, 3 nations behind by now? Let's see, actually, I'm like, what, 2 now? Oh no, I'm still just 1. No idea what that's about. Why am I so low on health? Hold on. I have no clue why I'm low on health. Oh my lord, I gotta do the freaking... You know, maybe I should go for weapons once. It's like, I'm over here with 4-star weapons. Maybe I should go for those for once. You know, it's not all about... It's not all about... We'll go for weapons once. You know what? We'll do an entire stream where when we summon for just weapons. Fuck, what am I doing? Ah, we're talking to what's his face. Anyways, welcome chat. Aren't I riveting to talk to? Run past all the food stalls. You have a crafting bench. I can craft stuff here. I have no idea what I need to craft. You, sir.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Last time?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That...
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Yes.
Less questions, more wishing.
Paimon, we need him to like us. In order to... We need him to trust us in order for this shit to work.
My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
Special.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Got me yet, my guy.
Is that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
Yes, it is. But don't worry, your secret's totally not safe with me.
When she placed the hat of the Night of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, "I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zeru's festival." What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
And that nice mustache you got going on. More exquisite than mine.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay,
especially since
I'm ready to make my wish.
Totally,
I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what?
Flucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
We can figure this out, chat. Let's use our critical thinking skills.
It seems
Who
like
would it
everyone
be?
who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
Could it be her?
That sounds like Tia!
Seems unlikely.
Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Do I finally get to beat up some kidnappers?
Traveler!
Do I finally get to beat up the Black JF show? I need to stop Black from kidnapping kids, man. Black, you get away from them kids, man. You get away from them kids, man.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Leave these guys to me.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's paying me,
I want the
not
fun.
you.
You're wasting your breath.
Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills.
No, I just want to do it.
Anyway, watch yourself.
I'm the prime entertainment. I gotta take down the Black JF show, man. I gotta take him down.
So you got yourself some
I gotta stop him from kidnapping kids, man.
Suit yourself.
Stop him from kidnapping kids.
You're going down.
A new punching bag.
You overshot that so much, my guy. Oh, hey, another element for me to absorb.
Go with the wind.
Whee! Time to fly. You act like I care.
Need no tricks up your sleeve. Wind blade.
You know what? I'll dodge you just so I can get the boom.
Following order.
Okay, I've had
Leave
enough
it
of
all
this.
to me. Yeah.
Wind blade.
Oh, there we go. Much faster. Already done.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm fine.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this.
This is the first time I fucked up saving someone, okay?
And speaking of her,
Let me be
I
angry.
just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up?
Yeah.
She said it
Vaguely.
was because she had forgotten something.
I've forgotten all about it.
Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Maybe it'll give us some
Even if
clues.
it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
If anything, to
This is the place.
once again get a chance
It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
FBI, open up.
Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Paimon, you're so... just... That's not very cash money of you.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Yes. But of course, we did a little NYPD.
Wow.
You guys are gonna get a
Dunyarzad
lot more
wrote
base
all of
boosted.
this.
Because I'm
Sounds
in
like she was
detective
always
mode.
thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival.
Well, there are things I
and
can't
had
forget
all
about
her health
Dunyarzad.
problems to worry about. She must have
I mean,
wanted
if
to
you know what
give
I
this
mean,
to
you
us
know what
as
I
a
mean.
gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Dunyarzad.
Hey!
I
Where are you now?
will be your Prince Charming. Even though I'm the opposite of charming, I will be your... peasantly... pleasantly ugly, yeah. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Ugly peasant. Yeah, we'll go with that. We're not Prince Charming, we're ugly peasant. We're ugly peasant here, boys. Let me just steal this stuff real quick. Why is there just a cat here? Can I kill the cat?
What?
I can scare the hell out the cat. That's fucking amazing. I love it. Oh, gotta rob the blacksmith. Beginner's protector. Doing your zip. Oh, nice cinematic shot. Nice.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I'll feel better if I say this out loud. It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Thank you.
Traveler,
Paimon, we failed to save
be
someone.
exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily
Hold
with
on.
Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Are we the ones creating the dream? Probably not. But it wouldn't be the first time someone would groom someone for a role. That smile, gone.
Paimon still remembers when
Those
we were
titties,
sitting here.
gone.
And the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus.
That thought, gone.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Inspirational moment.
Said, wasn't it? Does that mean?
No. Dinnerzad?
Yes, traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come?
Not leave behind any
Where are we
regrets.
going this time?
We're going to the Akasha. To the dance of Sub-Zero. Do 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 do. I want to play Onigiri, but that requires so much vocal talent from me. Not to mention, I don't think I remember any of the voices I did. Alright, time to put on this dance.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Uh-huh.
The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Gasp at the sadness. That's why the Dunyarzad doesn't sound like Dunyarzad.
Traveler?
Halt
You
in the
don't have
name
to
of the
get
law.
involved. He's a
Halt
sage
in the
from
name of the law that
academia.
I don't uphold.
I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler.
Traveler, what the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
Fuck it.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets.
Oh, of course. If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're
puppets.
just
Monotoma.
substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold on a moment. What's up with the flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Oh, with every
It's just a
flashback I
shame that all
gain
the
more
real
power.
Bodhisars went
I
extinct
feel
after
the
her
power
death.
coursing through me. The
Yes.
power of plot
The
demands
Greater
it.
Lord brought forth new Padhisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers, but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
The beautiful shade of purple. Of course. The flowers are the
Beautiful shade
key.
of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padhisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Nilu, close your eyes.
Huh?
Imagine the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of
You
you.
guys are acting weird.
Why would you be
But
there,
okay,
Catalyst?
I'll try.
It's because it's a point. It's a fixed point that they can control. Of course.
Hey!
Unless we intervened, then this point they can control whether or not the Sub-Zero's festival succeeds or not.
Surprise! Purple Bodhisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage.
We
It's
found our
just like
catalyst.
the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padhisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Kinda. No, not really. Correct. Yes,
But if
I
we
totally
want
knew
to end
this.
the samsara,
Chat, I totally
we
knew
need
this.
the host to become aware that they're dreaming.
I
How
knew
should
this
we make Nilu
100% for a
realize
fact, chat.
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Yes. How did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is
I
this
never said you
Lesser
were
Lord
right.
Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zerus festival?
No, it's the academia being
Yes, but you
bitches.
ain't completely wrong either. The point
And
is,
I don't want to hear anyone
what
say
made
anything
you
about
think
my
this
swearing.
is a dream?
If Jacksepticeye
As far
can
as
get
you
the
know,
word
people
fuck
in Sumeru
monetized,
don't
I can
dream, right?
swear.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendroarchon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was
Sounds
about
like
the
me.
first sage, huh?
God, guys,
But in the part you heard,
I'm
he
not
hadn't become
saying
the
this
first
for a
sage yet.
fact,
There's
but
more
I
to the
think
story.
I might be him.
His piety and wisdom were
I might
acknowledged
be
by the
him, Jack.
Dendroarchon, and she finally gave her blessing to him.
I'm him. I got the new Jordans.
All kinds of
Got them Air
spectacular
Forces on.
scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated.
It makes sense that the landscape would flash
After
like
who knows
that.
how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendroarchon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendroarchon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, You're off to search for the Dendroarchon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love. In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So the first
Except
sage
it's been
was
corrupted to
dreaming
hell.
ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
No, he went on it.
Yes, but his
Like
faith
how
and
we're going on our
determination were
journey now,
conveyed to the
Paimon.
Dendroarchon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
Now that Nilu's aware of it.
Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zerus festival is almost over too.
Now, give us that beautiful dance, Nilu. Come on, give us that beautiful
Since
dance.
we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zerus as beautiful as we can.
Yes. Please dance your heart out. I don't want to wake up in this dream tomorrow. Please. If I wake up in this dream one more time, I'm going to fucking lose it. I'm serious, chat. I'll fucking lose it. And if this game crashed right now, I'd fucking lose it.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zerus.
Already beat the shit out of some of the Black JF core. It was messing with the kids here, man. It was messing with the kids. Don't think I won't beat the shit out of you. I've beat up people for less. This music is very nice, though. Pretty. Very pretty.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Across the Stars plays here. It's a Force Ghost! There's a force ghost here at this beautiful dance. This dance is well animated. Oh, are we finally out of the dream? If I wake up in the same fucking place, thank the fucking Lord. Shit.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, my mom feels
Finally.
like she's been
I'm
asleep
fucking
for
down
the
with it.
longest time.
My head fucking hurts.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep?
Well, that's
Do
funny.
you
It should
even
feel super
remember
light
going
since
to
you have no
sleep last
brain.
night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival!
Which one?
Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
I finally remember.
Take off your Akasha terminal!
So is she actually dead?
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot.
Huh?
Please
What
tell me
usual
she's
spot?
actually dead, because that would. You did a good job at making people want to care about this character, and if the character's not dead, it gets rid of all the emotional weight. So please, let this character be dead. That, and I just want to see a named character die in this game. I don't see a body. No, I don't see a body. Damn it! I mean, yeah, I'm glad she's alive, but...
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, what are you doing here?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Oh, no.
You're okay!
Oh, no.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just
Oh, I
had a
thought she lost her
dream,
memory.
and I saw Nilu performing the dance of Sub-Zero's.
Oceani's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Alright, time to go after... Time to go after the frickin'... Oh yeah, we do all that now. That's complete. Alright. Oh, I gotta talk to you? Okay, I can easily talk to you.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her.
What the fuck?
Her consciousness is still weakened.
I don't know how to feel about
Let's
that voice
chat
coming out that
somewhere
body.
How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
My favorite bench is all the way in Mondstadt. The hell are you talking about? I love Mondstadt, the land of the free, and the home of the brave. I don't care about this oligarchy. Term of the day, oligarchy. A group of... what? Hold on. A group of people in charge. Usually of rich or nobles. Ocean man, take my leg. You best bet when we start Fontaine, once we get there, oh, Ocean Man is going to be a song sung constantly. You will get so sick of it.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's alright. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear.
Uh-huh.
I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
You're just lucky as hell we figured out who
It
the
looks like we did manage to
who
save
the
Dunyarzad
Dreamweaver
in the
was.
end. Not a moment too soon.
This is truly a miracle, because that was a 1 in a million shot.
Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions. You mean how the
We're gonna
Akasha
ask all
stops
these
you from
questions.
having dreams? Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up? It's not that no one noticed. It's
That
more
no
like
one
no one
cares.
cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection. Misdirection? The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to
I
facilitate
love
their
propaganda. I'm
research.
American.
Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the
Rukkhadevata.
Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Uh-huh. Why'd you look like
To be
Catherine?
accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Conscious
Theoretically,
eye?
I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
I'm glad I'm not wearing
The Akasha is
mine.
the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
There's 9.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is...
The game theory.
Paimon felt something was off
We just
about
learned
her.
some more.
What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing. So, the sages
That's kind of
basically
fucking
put
sad.
their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they? Why don't you teach them a lesson?
Paimon, I
Nikita?
usually call you stupid, but
In
that's
some
a
ways,
pretty funny way
They
of
aren't
putting it.
wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata
And very
is
accurate.
omniscient and
You were put on
omnipotent.
house arrest.
Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom.
You're an excellent
Moreover,
Archon.
the Academe... Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
I don't know.
Thank you
Maybe
for
they
the
showed
kind
up for that
words.
fire-ass
But I honestly
dance.
don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while,
New game
I will
theory.
also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom.
Our
to
sister's
enlighten a
actually
lost
dead.
soul here and there. Doing all that
Because
should
if
be enough.
Sneznaya could make a bionic puppet, who says they couldn't make a bionic puppet of our twin sister who was already dead? Sage's plan.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve.
The new
Even though the
Grandmaster.
city's residents haven't noticed anything
The
strange,
Grandmaster. An
if
asshole
the
he is.
Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something. Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related? Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
Alright, I think we're good.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of
I
knowledge.
still don't like that voice coming out Catherine's body.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's samsara in the immediate future.
Why?
Get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's your birthday.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Yeah, you went to get some fresh air.
You were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better
So,
go.
real questions here. Is Catherine like an Android 18 situation where, you know, you can do it? I'm sure Lando Calrissian would find a way to fuck it.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since
Are you
we
fucking
last said
serious?
goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Corpse!
Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work.
No, we're continuing with the Archon story. Unless I can. No, I can. Alright, I will be right back, chat. Bodily functions. Put him next to your emails. Alright, we're back. Alright, chat.
Ad
I
Astra
want you to answer this
Abyssosque.
question.
We meet again, you two.
Yes, yes, we do. Oh, that's not.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
A love poem?
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Hold on, where's Noelle at?
What kind of commission is that?
There's a... I feel embarrassed imagining it.
see.
Yeah?
It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
Let me
In
do
that
the
case,
fucking commission!
Please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Let me introduce them to opium. Like another franchise. Which I'm probably not gonna play that game. I am not into horror games. You all would love it though.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
You're not actually Catherine, are you?
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque?
So it's
Ad
been you
Astra
this whole time?
Abyssosque. Ad Astra
Are you
Abyssosque.
resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream.
So they can't take away your
dream
dream?
about the Subzerus festival, except it was a happy one. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me.
Kumbaya,
They
my
danced round and
lord.
round.
Kumbaya,
Everyone looked
my
really happy.
lord.
I also got
Were we
to sit on a
singing Kumbaya?
gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground. And I
So
was
I'm
throwing
thinking
an
about doing a
endless
100
amount of
days
Velvet
challenge.
candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your
And
dream
actually
of how the
committing to
Subzerus
it.
festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
No,
No.
we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiyanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized.
Okay, good.
However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering.
But for the moment,
So I gotta cure
our
a
top
fucking
focus
tree?
should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what
Do
they're
I look like
planning.
I'm from Lord of the Rings? I don't know how to cure tree
Who
people.
knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival?
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities.
I'll stop him with a
As
blicky.
for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
If you know what I mean. Oh yeah, raw dog it. I mean, she's a robot, so raw dogging shouldn't be causing too much troubles. We were just over there.
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
What about one dude we were talking
Actually,
to?
I've already done a
Already
little
forgot
bit
his
of work
name.
on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
I might know a guy. Professor Keefy.
I've already tried that, but all the key members of the academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
I knew
It
it.
seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sages' attention?
I'm
Possibly she
guessing
has.
not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me.
That
In
is
any
true.
case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Burger time. Oh, sorry. I was thinking of some burgers. Is
No
this the
way,
six quarters?
that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing
That's
that would
very
be ignoring
true.
the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
A very good point, actually.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
We are being held hostage. Thousands of battle droids. I turned off chat. Hold on. I'm professional. I'm a professional. What was I saying? Oh, yes. We are being held hostage. Thousands of battle droids. Okay, now we can continue. We are
Are we
being held
really out of
hostage.
ideas?
I love Revenge of the Sith.
Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
I don't like beans.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia,
But remember, that's
rejecting
just
impractical
a
motions at the
theory.
beginning of a
A
planning
game
session will give more
theory.
weight to the actual
Thanks for
proposal.
watching. I will miss you, MatPat.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
I don't like this plan.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're
I know
saying
who we
should
need to
recruit a
talk to.
spy? That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
No.
Taria.
No, I don't.
Remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia?
Yeah.
We ran into her basically every time the Subzerwas Festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers
I want to thrust my blade into her abdomen.
To Nilu.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd.
You know who else stood out from the crowd?
She was
Me.
born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert
dirty
around the
desert
city are
girls here.
The name Sataria
As we know, the
means
girls
star.
from deserts
When
have
she
too
lived in
much
the desert,
power.
She shone like the brightest
If
star
Star
in the
Wars has
night
taught me
sky.
anything, girls from the deserts have
Later
way
on,
too much
she
power
was
and are way
chosen
too
by the
intelligent.
sun. The star was
I'm
given a
fucking
place in
around.
the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters.
Yeah, that's what
The
happens
star
when a
began
star
to
scorches
waver.
the earth.
Instead of staying
And we
beside
are on
such a
Earth,
sun,
okay.
Wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
This is no longer just a metaphor.
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Guilt. We can use it against her. Paimon, write that down.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Sounds like exactly the person we're talking about.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself.
Time to go take pictures of
past observations,
poverty.
Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance.
Oh.
To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a...
Okay. Can I talk to Catherine? I can't. But I need to claim my rewards. How am I supposed to claim my rewards without Catherine? Can I get back here? No. Damn it. Hold on. No, I wanted to loot the pot. Let me loot, game.
This should
Damn
be
it.
Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria?
No, we gotta be
No,
discreet.
I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Why?
Talking style and key characteristics?
Am I going undercover?
My poor lost lambs. Have you
You.
become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears.
Something tells me
If
this
thou
is
be
illegal.
blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really?
Can you tell me why my beard isn't fully... Will you tell me why my beard is so
My friend here
ruggedly
has some
handsome?
doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case...
You... Ah, not cats.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time
That
in the
may or may
past,
not because I
you
gave
have somehow
trauma to a
offended
cat
the
earlier.
gods.
Offended the
Mocking
gods?
the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Yeah, we're not really looking good. But we're friends with all of them. We're their friends. Right? Like, we get drunk with Venti sometimes. We still talk to Zhongli. We went out on that one thing with the Electro Archon. Yeah, we kind of pissed a couple people off. We've been around, is the thing.
Nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Sure, we'll do love.
Love prospects? No problem at all.
I am a ladies' man. I got like 15 bitches in Mondstadt. And got a couple bitches
the
here.
gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
You get no
One who's
bitches.
fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
Oh, I told you. I'm a ladies' man. I know what the ladies really want. It's all the beard, guys. It's all in the beard. Because, like the great Obi-Wan Kenobi says, a healthy beard is all about product and confidence.
Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
A pure child getting mad at the cats.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Nah, take it.
So, well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Nah, I'll take my harem of bitches. I don't want you to say I get lack of bitches. I don't need Matt Pat telling me you get no bitches. I don't need him telling me it'll take to spend 5 nights with some bitches. And him say, but hey, that's just a theory. A game theory.
Favorite stalls?
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers, would you like to look at some pottery?
Pottery,
you
you say?
Great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Thinking about that money.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade.
It all
but I
started
picked
when
up
my
an
mom
interest in clay
met
while
my dad.
apprenticing for him.
And then they had me. The biggest problem they ever had.
After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
Whilst I'm over here
So
for
is
a
your
measly
father
dollar.
still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
You're never seeing that.
No problem. Rest easy. All our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Why would an adventurer need a pot? Can I go back to you? I can. Nice.
I've never seen Haru.
Fine, I guess I'll go find your food. Time to make
This should be our final
time to
stop.
make that
Sataria
fortune
is
tree.
always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh?
Hey,
Sorry,
how you
I
doing?
don't quite remember. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right.
I
I've
don't
always
really
been
know how to build a
interested in
ship.
feats
You know
of
what I
marine
mean?
engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring
I
at
don't
the
even know how that
ships
would
going
translate
in
into
and
an
out of the
innuendo.
port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But
Ooh.
I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
So sad that it probably won't happen.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right.
It's like the
It's
basement
not
in the
usually
American
open to
schools that no one knows
patrons.
about.
Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
You poor person. Like a triumphant hero, talk to Nahida.
So, was that everybody?
3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's
Hold
the
on,
point
what?
of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret.
That's
Although
not really
it's
going to
all
be a
just boatload
resurrection.
of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
I feel like that was pretty fucking clear, Paimon, that we were going to use guilt to get to her.
So, how do we set that up?
Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be weary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to? Yep.
How about we
Possess them
just
through the
possess our
Akasha.
parents?
Implied we've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
You know, unless she
You're going
does.
to use all the info we collected on these people.
Which,
It's so
judging
that you
how
won't
by how
slip
easy
up and
these
break form. Possessing
plans
them
have
will only
gone
work if you can manage to pass
so
off
far,
as them.
Exactly.
she might be
So,
smart enough to see
best
through
of
the
luck
guys.
with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
Hold on.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient.
I have no clue.
You have to do this. Can't you do it yourself?
I wasn't paying attention.
I've been observing
Guys, I
humans
was
for
not
a
paying
while.
attention. I have
I've
no
never
idea
been
how
good
any
at
of their
imitating
mannerisms
them.
are.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Well, this second option isn't an option because there is no try. There is only do or do not. So, alrighty.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
I mean, I could have just gone in there sword ablazing.
Our aim is to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. Can I finally check with Catherine? No, damn it! Alright, time skip. Time. Yes, no, no! Alright, let's move. Oh, I have to wait another day. Sun goes down. Sun comes up. There we go. Do 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 do. I'm in a pot.
Here she comes. Sataria's here.
Where am I hiding?
Quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe
Guys,
spot
guys,
to begin
guys,
possessing
guys.
them. As for how we'll sway her
Guys.
to our side, I'll leave that to
We
you.
have to be sneaky.
I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel
Gotta be
kind
real.
of nervous.
Sneaky.
Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking.
Alright guys,
Let's
don't
find
make a
hiding spot
sound.
and Get started.
Don't make a single fucking sound. No one's just questioning the three heads over the fucking... Yo, how's that Eno shit working out for you? Woo. It looks like
That's
the kid
right.
just did some
You really
fucking
can't
crack.
force anything when it comes to love. And besides,
Whew,
everyone
the LSD's
around
really
here has a
kicking
very
in,
different
boys.
Background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening.
You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Because I do heroin.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
I can get this wrong.
That's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
Hold on. Why are you talking to a child about your love life? Like, I feel like you should be talking to someone very different. Like, I don't know, a therapist?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all.
This is not bullshit. You are. I have spoken.
The gods are asking. Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Of course
Sitaria,
they do.
why don't you
They
just go
are
home?
the gods.
It's a demand now
Oh,
instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And
okay.
if I may ask,
forgive this dumbass.
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait a second.
That eyeshadow
passed
goes
away
pretty
a long
hard.
time ago. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
King Deshret. It's a misinformation.
Insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
She's already fucking suspicious. Guys, we failed.
Oh,
We
she
failed.
just ran off in a hurry. She looked
Y'all
pretty
left my
upset, too.
body.
Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
She's fucking confused. She's like, huh?
Cheetah,
What the fuck just
seems
happened?
like
Wasn't
you
I just
understand
talking
human
to
emotions really well
Sitaria?
after all.
All I know are some abstract Harabatot theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sitaria.
She's out of Kim's now, right on cue.
Soul
Let's get
transport.
ready to possess him right away.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
We're not a masonry. Gardening work.
Gardening? But don't you hate everything to do with plants? I still remember getting mad at you for secretly throwing away the bonsai that I gave you as a present.
Well, you see, a friend told me that the secret to self-improvement is to work on things you're not so good at.
Fair
Shit,
enough.
I fucked up.
I didn't think that was something you would consider. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him.
Woo.
If I could get some more time off,
I didn't fuck
I'd
up
love
twice.
to pay him
Nice.
a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret?
That's actually a very fair question.
I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
I mean, he is the wisest god.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
You with your Roman haircut.
Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Before I knew it, I already started getting into the role. Nah, it wasn't too harsh. I could have been harsher.
The issue and put it right in front of her.
I could have called her. I could think of several things I could have called her.
But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Come on, Sitar.
Oh wow, I didn't even fucking move. Woo. Woo.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
I've been spending all my time in the basement.
Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
Oh, but I have.
Question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Face yourself.
Even now,
Let your anger flow through you.
She can no longer justify
Let
everything
your
to herself.
training become
she's trying
complete.
to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
No, you
Mercenary,
wouldn't.
You're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a
The
message
Corps
to
of
the
30.
Marcher right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Impossible,
Miss Sataria,
you say?
nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price.
Luminous beings, are
You
we?
must face
Not
the
this
truth,
brute matter.
Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange
Strange
about
about
becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I
Guys,
should be ashamed for
PTSD's
becoming
kicking
a
in.
believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Your mom was kidnapped by sand people. Your mom was kidnapped by sand people.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always
You
comes
ignored
back.
the fucking children? You know, that Roman hairpiece is looking pretty fitting right now.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
We got her, boys! We gaslit her into thinking that I'm the
judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Great, we finally convinced her.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city. And even the sages are still quite wary of him.
Even the sages are still wary.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha.
Oh, don't worry.
Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
That's where we come in, boys.
Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the God of Wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just
This
as we could have
philosophy,
predicted,
it's
we've
mind-changing.
managed to bring Sataria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods,
pretty much.
aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Does this mean I can finally kill any of my shit? Damn it! Mind transfer jutsu. What are we looking at? We can do one. We can do a summon. Ooh, a new character. Oh no, we already have them. Okay. Yes! Fucking finally! Finally! Yes! Increases the Noelle's attack by an additional 50% of her defense. Yes! Oh, I have to find someone to test this on. Game, you better give me something to... Ah! That's actually very pretty. I have done nothing to help that desert out. Ooh.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Can we just call you Nahida?
We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot
Hold on. When did Paimon become right in this? Hold on. I have to go complain.
My existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
You make me mad. You could have gotten a colander, Helioverse. You could have gotten a colander. You could have just gotten a colander and called it a day.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Speaking of which...
Off? What do you feel is off?
John Sean's pretty good. A little quiet around here.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet.
It's
You're not
too
getting
quiet.
paranoid, are you?
Oh, I'm
No,
being
I think
mega
he's
paranoid.
right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
No.
I also can't quite figure out
No.
why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
She definitely.
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to fight. But hey, I'm itching for a fight. There's not a hidden chest there, right? That'd be a good spot to put a chest. I knew it! There's people! Cinematic cutscene.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am.
Oh no.
Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Not you!
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Samir City.
Oh no, they've been
What have you done
brainwashed.
to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My
Well, that's not
experiment is a
technically
success.
wrong, but I haven't saved
And
this
now
city
it
yet.
seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do?
Are you
These all just
serious? I have to run from fangirls?
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Sleepy time.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
I don't like leaving her with the doctor. He gives me that vibe of the doctor who takes too much enjoyment in giving you a prostate. Like, is that just me? I really don't. His vibe is just like, I know he's an evil Fatui member who's being under control of my sister, but still.
Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
She can jump between minds, so hopefully she'll be fine.
I'm running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was
The
number 2.
doctor.
So
They call me the doctor.
He called himself the Doctor, Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently. And that even the sages are weary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the doctor.
Of course.
Yeah.
We can't go to one city without the fucking Fatui.
We're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui.
Which gives us probable cause.
After this time, another Gnosis?
Of course they're after the Gnosis.
Yeah. Things would be a lot easier with Nahita's help. Nahita said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't.
Let's go find someone else who might be involved.
You mean?
Let's go find Tainari.
Right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something.
I'm fucking dying, chat.
There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
The triumphant hero. Hold on, we're a new adventure rank, right? Oh no, we can't go up another adventure rank because we haven't ascended yet. Alright, how long have we been streaming for? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'll see you all next time. And remember, hashtag Prime Gang Rise Up.